vintage. I am just going to hang on here. I'm going to put a link in if I can. Oh shoot, I remembered it 2 seconds ago. And now it's not remembering it. Oh, get rid of it. Paste. Nope, I can't do it. Shoot. Now we are in a crafting community fundraiser for the Beck family. It's called the Crafty Creators Community. I'm new to this group, and Talisa Lindsay is finishing up an adorable Santa that she made out of a pumpkin. Well, it could be a gnome. I think it's a Santa. I saw a couple of people call it a gnome, but I think it was a Santa. In my world, it's a Santa. But anyway, that if you go over to the, hi guys, if you go over to the Crafty Creators Community, you will find all of the videos from the day. Hi you guys, oh I'm so happy to see some familiar faces. They're going to be sharing me over just as soon as Talisa's auction is finished, and then I will begin my project, and our we will be auctioning off my project at the end of the hour. So I start at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 6 o'clock Central. Hi you guys, hi everybody. So and this is my part of the GoFundMe. I don't even know what to call it. It's just all of the crafting community has come together to. Oh, you can't hear me. I'm sorry, Becky. All of the crafting community is coming together yesterday, today, and tomorrow for full days of crafting to raise money for funeral expenses and college expenses for Randy and Beth's daughter with rekindled blessings. She passed away suddenly on Friday, unexpectedly, and she has a little girl that she's leaving behind. So we're all just heartbroken for them. I don't know if you follow them on their page. It's called Rekindled Blessings, but they came on and tried to talk and say hello. Oh no, you say I'm frozen? Am I frozen? Oh no. I'm not sure if I'm frozen or not. I guess I might be frozen. Oh, shoot. It's not saying I'm frozen here. Oh, hi Debbie. Okay, I think I'm okay. So anyway, so it looks like we might be rolling over there. I think so. Yes, it is such a great event, and they've raised so much money already, and we're only halfway through. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I have 3 projects that I'm going to be making, and they are all completely different, but yet all will tie in together at the end. So I hope you stick around. One of them, the first one I'm going to whip out really quick, is a pumpkin like I've been doing. I was on yesterday and showed you my fall decor, and I know that I had a couple people asking if I was done with the pumpkins. One lady messaged and said, could you just make one more? And I thought, oh, this is the perfect opportunity. I was going to drag out all of my Christmas stuff, but I decided not to. So we're going to do, in line with Thanksgiving and still fall, we're going to make one last set of pumpkins. I'm going to make 2, and then I'm going to do something different that I haven't done yet. So I'm using a vintage tablecloth. I just cut it down to a circle this time. The last time, if you caught me, I did it in a square. We're just using yarn as our string or our thread to sew it together, and I'm not a seamstress, so it's not anything great. I tie a knot at the end. I use a big needle that I found in the embroidery section, and I know a lot of you have already seen me do these pumpkins, so I'm going to whip it out really quickly. I am sewing it wrong side out, so the wrong side is face up, and I'm just literally sewing it, and I'm going to do it really quick because I know I've done several of these here in the last couple of weeks. I think I've done 3 or 4. So anyway, I want to do one for this event. I don't know why, I just really had it on my mind. I knew exactly when when the Curvy Girls Crafting reached out to me about, I think it's Sherry, about being in this event. I knew exactly what I wanted to make. And half the time, that's the hard part, is figuring out what you want to do. I thought about Christmas for a minute, and then I decided to stay with it. Thanksgiving, it's still October. I'm just not ready. But I will be. I've got a couple things in my mind that I've purchased to make, so Christmas is coming. Okay. There is a GoFundMe link if anyone would like to donate any amount at all. It is in the description of this video. I was supposed to put it in my comments. I hit copy and I pasted it to test it before I went live, and it popped right up. Now that I'm live, it's not coming on. So hi Jackie. So I can't put it in the comments, but it is at the top. If you jump out, you want to come back, you can do that. So we're just whipping around. You saw how quick that went, and it was a pretty big circle there. And I don't want to get too, if you get too close to the end, when you pull it tight, it'll rip itself out. So yes, these pumpkins last, you know, from early fall clear through Thanksgiving. So it's a great time of year. Then you take stuffing. This is just premium teddy bear stuffing. It's by Morning Glory. It's called polyester fiber fill. I bought a 5-pound box, and I have tons of it here. So then you just start stuffing in the hole. Turn out too big. I'm going to get him as big as I can. I didn't want it enormous because I have something I'm going to put in the auction from my website. I have 3 things from my website that I'm going to add for your decor, for your table, whoever wins this auction. So, I thought I ripped out, but I didn't. Okay, so then you just keep stuffing and you just push around the edges to fill it in. And then see, I still have a good bit, like a cereal bowl, right? So we can't have that. We gotta keep filling. So I got another big pile of it here, and fluff it out a little bit and just keep stuffing. And that's probably going to be about all she'll take. This last little, isn't that amazing how much goes in there? It's crazy. Hi girls, hello. I'm going to keep going because I really probably bit off more than I should have for this project tonight. So I want to try and get through all of it. Of course, I'm only 5 minutes in. I do that. Then I sit around and panic because I'm early. But I do have a lot that I want to do. Oh, and I do need to stop and do something else. I forgot. I get all excited. I forgot. Okay, so you pull it as tight as you can. Okay? All right, pull it as tight as you can. And then you just kind of whip stitch around. Well, I call it whip stitching. You sewers probably call it something else. But you tie a knot, however you would tie a knot. Or you secure your thread however you would do it. You usually kind of sew through, make a loop and put it through your loop is how I was always taught. So they'll do that again for you. You put it through and you've got this big loop of thread or yarn in this case, and then you just stick your needle back through and that kind of ties a knot. Oh, thank you for sprinkling. That's so nice. Yeah, I tell you, when Beth and Randy went live trying to talk about this, I sat and the tears just rolled. I'm sure all of you that saw it were the same way. It was so sad. So, what do? You can just comfort and pray and hug and let them know you're thinking of them and try to help them like the community is here. Oops, I just saw it pop. I might have pulled too tight there. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna reinforce this a little bit. I'm good on time, so we should be able to get through all 3 different crafts. Like I said, we're making a tablescape part. You'll want to add some of your own things to it, I'm sure. But I'm going to get you started. So here we go. Yeah, I don't know if anybody needs to know anything, just do capital letters or something. I'll try to keep watching. Let's see. Oh shoot, I'm tying 9 knots, not where I can pull it. Oh, for goodness sake. You bawled like a baby. I did too. The tears were rolling. My nose was dripping. It was so emotional. And of course, all of us moms put ourselves in their shoes, right? And just try to imagine what that would be like. It's just horrific. So, the next thing that I want to do, I have another project that I'm going to do with one of these pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, I think. I think it's a Dollar Tree. I don't see it fast, but you recognize these little foam junky things. Oh, shoot, I just dropped it. Hang on, it just went rolling. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry. Okay, so I started painting it, but I wanted you to see, you know, how, I just wanted you to see that it didn't come this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish painting this out. And let it dry a little bit here while I'm working on the other pumpkin. And then we're going to come in and do this one. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to it. And it'll need another coat. I'm going to let it just sit for a little bit. I hate drying things on the live. Okay, then I don't think I want to do the doily again. This doily I've been wanting to put on a pumpkin, which if you made a larger one, I want you to see how cute that can be, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I was thinking about the, well, we could do this, which is just a scarf that has some pieces left of it. Could do that. That's awfully cute. But I've done a couple of those, so I'm thinking, boy, I wish I would have pulled that. I wish I would have pulled that tight. That is going to bug me. I'm gonna give it one more go. If you guys don't mind, brought back memories. Oh, you lost your son. Yes, it would. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. There's so much sadness in the world, so it's so nice to see communities like this coming together. I've never had to do this before, but I'm going to try and see if I can't whip it a little tighter here. I want the stem to be nice. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, it's where it wants to be, so you can just stay there. Yep, it doesn't want to, and I don't want to get all shook up. I'm all shook up. All right, so we're going to stick a stem down in this, you'll never be able to tell. You'll never be able to tell. Okay, so I'm going to put this stem down in here, and this is just an old piece of driftwood. I opted for that. I had laid out a couple of spools or spindles that I kind of liked too, but I think I'm going to take this a little rustic. You know, you never know till you get rolling, and I think I'm going rustic with this. It's a creative thing, right? You figure it out once you're rolling. So I want to get that in exactly how I want it. Okay. So you can see I've got my stem, I have my opening, and then in order to go with the look that I'm picturing, I'm going to add some Spanish moss, which is going to be a mess. I'll regret that probably. Oh well, wouldn't be crafting if it wasn't messy sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to just cut this just to help hold down on the mess. And then I'm just going to drizzle hot glue so that the Spanish moss will stick. Okay, and I want to put some on the stem as well. Okay, all right, and then we are just going to wrap and press. This one's different. I haven't made any like this yet this year. I've been making all of the fabric doilies and the lacy ribbony stuff, and so I thought it would be fun to show you guys. I tell you could do this, but I hadn't done it this year. I've got all kinds of pumpkins you can see on YouTube if you want to go check that out sometime. But yeah, I've seen Beth has popped in a couple of times today. I've been watching the event all day in the Crafty Creators community, and It's been great. So many different things. I love watching these events. Okay, so I'm just snipping off some stragglers there, and then I'm gonna make sure I'm all glued down where I want to be. Okay. I don't want you guys to be too messy, whoever gets this. And over time, some of this will end up in your storage box, you know, and you can just grab some more out or scoop up what's in the bottom of your box and re-glue it in if you need to, but I've got it pretty good there. Okay, so this one is gonna be done for now. Okay, so let me clean it off here. And this one is gonna be, I'm gonna call it done for a minute. It's not done, but I'm gonna call it done, oops, I don't want it to fall, for just a minute. Okay, now let me clean this up a little bit. All right, so now we're going to, let me see, let me just put it down here. Okay, well that was fun, right? Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to dry this one. I don't want to decorate the first one out too far until I see, like its friend here, what it's gonna turn out like. So let me get this dried down. Have a big clump of stuff here. And then we're going to take some fuzzy yarn. Okay, this is just comes in a, they call that a skein, but it's super fuzzy. And I think that's what they call it. I don't know. It's a bundle of yarn. And I've done these one other time. And what I did with it was wrapped it around and around and around. But what happened was the bottom started building up so heavily that I had to really like cave in the foam. So I'm gonna try it a different way now and see if I can make it better. Oops, I'm not, I need another glue stick. Well, I love the 5-foot glue ropes. That was such a great idea. I need to get another one. It took forever for it to go away, but it was kind of nice to not have to fuss with your glue. Okay, and then I do have finger thingies here. I probably better at least grab one. Okay, and then I'm just gonna try and cuddle it kind of tight and go up and down, back and forth here so that the bottom won't have anything on it, but I think that will be just fine. Okay, and then we're gonna cover the whole pumpkin like that. It's going to be great. And I think leaving it this way, it's going to set better as well. It's not going to kind of have a lump there on the bottom like mine did before. 3 or 4 pieces here would be great. Okay, so I'm just doing that with the glue. Okay, up and down, back and forth. And I painted it out with the cream color just in case there's a gap in the fur at any point. It won't matter. You won't be able to see it, and it won't hurt anything at all because the pumpkin will be this creamy, same color as the yarn behind. I chose, they make this in white as well, but I picked the kind of a little bit more creamy, and it matches the Country Chic paint that we've sold at our store for years and years. It matches the vanilla frosting, and you can find that on Amazon if you are interested in it. It's just chalk-based paint, and I still have some in inventory, but I don't have it on my website anymore. It's just kind of for local friends and stuff. So Amazon, Country Chic, but any chalk paint would work. Or, you know, even if you just have wall paint, even exterior paint, just any kind of paint. You're just trying to kill the color. It doesn't matter if it's going to bubble or crackle or do anything ridiculously weird that paint can do because you're covering it up. It's really just to hide the orange. Okay, whoops, I got in there a little bit. Okay, it's going pretty quick. We're doing great. Okay. So out of glue, so let's do this again. And if you don't get the entire, like right around here covered, hi guys. Oh, thank you. Just happened to look up and you like my necklace. My daughter gave it to me. She, my daughter Abby, she is a model in California actually. Was just home for a little while with her boyfriend. And she went to a thing with Rachel Zoe, if you've heard of Rachel Zoe, and I always loved Rachel Zoe's television show, and so she gave me the necklace. Rachel gave everybody at all of the guests a like one of her boxes that she sells. Those, I forget what she calls it, but anyway, Abby got one of her boxes and this was in it, and she wore it right after she was there, and I was admiring it, and she said it was from Rachel Zoe. So of course she let me have it, which was so sweet. But honestly, if you look around TJ Maxx, I was just there, and was I there this morning? Well, this morning, yeah. I had a little paint job to finish up with some cabinets, and then I had a lady who had a plug-in in her brick wall that she wanted to, it was up high, you know how they used to put the clocks in the, on the wall, and they put the plug in because they didn't have like battery operated, oh, I must have had a dot of hot glue, battery operated, or I don't know what, but it was a plug-in clock. So anyway, I came up with the coolest idea, and I took pictures. I didn't go live, but I did take pictures of my fix. I'll post them on my page. I forgot to do it today, to be honest, after I got home. But I did see a necklace almost exactly like this at TJ Maxx. Oh, wait, I ran into my end. Oh, I ran into my end at my other end. Okay, it looks like I have one more strip here. You can't tell. Oh, shoot, out of glue again. Oh, always out of glue. Oh, thank you guys for watching. If you wouldn't mind spreading the joy here and sharing this with your friends, it would certainly help the Beck family. And if you have the time and you want to check out the Crafty Creators community, it's a group page on Facebook, and they are having all of the creators today, and I think it started like at 8 o'clock this morning, something like that. So it's been an all-day thing. So anyway, okay, so I just took the stem out. I should have done that before, but I kind of wanted to know where the middle was. So okay, and then I'm going to cut off the end here, and I don't think that anyone's going to be the wiser that it's just a foam, and it sits nice. It's just a foam pumpkin. Oh, that's what the stem was stuck in there with. I'm like, what the heck is that? Okay, then I have this piece of driftwood. I thought it was awfully cool looking, and so I probably need to kind of, oh, well, that was easy. I was gonna say, oh, it's hollow inside. Huh, how's that? Okay, so I think I'm going to use this piece of driftwood. So I'm just going to glue it, have it go down in there like that. Okay, so now we have our two pumpkins. They go together, but yet they're both very different. So thank you for sprinkling. It's such a great opportunity for me to find new friends. I love you guys to be friends, so it's great. That's what we all want, is more followers, right? So now I have it to here, and then now I need to, let's see, what time is it? Oh, I'm really good. Okay, so let's do something else, because I was hoping I would have time to do this. I just did this in my craft group, and it was amazing, and I don't normally do something that I came up with in my craft group for about a year. I usually wait a year before I bring it to my main page, but this is a special occasion, and I feel very inclined to do this for this particular craft. So I think it's just going to make it even better. So what I'm going to do, I have IOD leaf stencils. They are from, I got them from Kelly Weiler at Girl Upcycled Studio. She lives here in town. She had plenty of them on her website. So, let me put it down here so you can see. So I take the stamps and I've got some old sheet music here that I just ripped out of a hymn book. And I'm going to roll a brayer. So this is just a roller, but you can stamp it however you stamp. And so you're going to roll the ink onto your, I feel bad for the girls in my group because they paid for this. Well, I've got 3 of them to do for them this month, but still this was a good one. And we did a really cool thing, which is not this, but this really works great. So, okay, and then you stamp it down, and you press it down, and then you pull it up, and you have a leaf. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these in a minute. So let's do another one. Shoot, there it is. Okay, let's do another. So I'm just rolling it on. We're going to do another one. Let's see if I can squeeze another one out down here. Okay, and then I'm just pressing it. The girls in my group, they're probably all here and they will totally get it. They'll be fine. I know they'll be fine. We're like family in there. They're like my best friends. I can go in there with no makeup on, messy hair, and we talk, and it's just a great little place. So anyway, I'm sure that'll be fine. Or it would not do it. Okay. So I'm doing a little bit smaller leaf now. Same technique. Oh, that didn't do perfect. Hang on a minute. Let me do it again. Same technique. Rolling a little ink on it, stamping it down, pulling it up. There you go. That was perfect. Okay. There are a lot of ideas for what I'm showing you, and we did the cutest thing in there. Hi, you guys. Hello. We did the cutest thing. Knock out one more little tiny one too. I've got time. Let's do it. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these leaves, because this isn't the best part. I'm going to show you. Hang on. Hang in there with me, friends. Okay, let's go this way. And then I'm going to do that one more time. I hope you guys love this, and I hope you all want to bid on it, and I hope it goes to a good home, because I'm loving making this for you. Okay. Oh, that one did better than the other one. I'm going to do one more of this little one. I'm going to get it a little bit darker. Okay. Okay. Then to clean your stamps, you really just rinse them off with water. I have a little scrubby brush in my sink, and it just, you can see the ink just roll off of this and the brayer. They just clean right up. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. Now what we're going to do, I didn't think about this, but you might, if you want any links for any of this stuff that I'm using, just, you'll have to private message me, I guess, would be the best thing. Okay, first of all, where'd my dryer go? I'm going to dry this just real quick so I don't have ink any more than I already do. It shouldn't take but a second. Oh yeah, I can see it drying. Okay, that'll help. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just take scissors, and I'm going to cut these leaves out. Let me get my glasses. Welcome, first timer. I saw someone say first time watching. Welcome to my page. I'm going to make the stem a little bit bigger, but I'm going to keep the leaf part true to itself here. I'm going to keep it true to its size. The stem part, I'm probably just going to, actually I'm probably going to just cut the stem off. I'll keep the stem for now. We can always cut it off. I can't add it back, but so okay, quickly here because I don't want to run out of time. But I thought it would be fun to do these leaves because I have not done this on my page yet, just in my group. So I think you guys are gonna love what I'm gonna do with these. The girls are probably not surprised that I'm doing this because I was so excited when I figured it out. I'm like, the possibilities are crazy. So all of you crafty people will be loving this. Okay. If your minds work like mine anyway, I'm like, oh my gosh, I had so many ideas. Okay. Okay, there's that one. It's still not 100% dry. I feel like I just smudged that one a little bit. Oh well, it'll be my fingerprint. It's not bad, just a little bit. And they don't have to be too precise because after I do the wiring part, it's going to, you'll trim them up again. So, let me see. We'll see if we need the little tiny ones. They might be kind of hard to do. Yeah, I'm still wet. I can see I'm still wet. Okay, so what you're going to do is hold your leaf down and you're going to add some hot glue all the way around. I'm ignoring the stem. Okay, I got in my hot glue. Now I'm taking paper wire, and this is what you might want to link for. And it's just, it's like a floral wire, but it's got paper, it's paper covered. And I bought it, I have it in a dark brown that I used for the Grinch trees at Christmas. If you guys have made a Grinch tree with me, I used the dark, but in this instance, I really wanted the more natural looking one. Bit too much. I might have to redo that one. If I have to, I'll redo it before. Since it's a wire, I'm going to use my wire cutter and not hurt my scissors. I'm going to hold that down. And then the idea with this, press it in here. The idea with this is that you can bend your leaf and make it be, and now I'm just cutting off around the wire. I'm hugging the wire, ignoring the stamp, and I'm hugging however the wire is so that there's no paper on the outside of the wire. Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, you know what? I don't need this stem. I'm just going to cut this stem off. Okay, so now I can curl, I can make my leaf bend. I can do whatever I want to with my leaf. And so on my pumpkin, I'll be able to glue my leaf right in like that. And I'll have a paper leaf that has some dimension to it and a little stability. Let me see here. So let's try and glue this little one. I think that other little one that I did might be too aggressive. It might be way too small for me to get it right. Okay. So now we're down. Okay. Let me finish this out. I keep watching my clock. Because who's up next? Funky Junk Inspirations is up next behind me. So if you go to the Crafty Creators community page, Crafty Creators community, you will find all of the rest of them. I believe it goes on till midnight tonight. So there are several more, plus you can watch everybody that you missed if you're just catching me on my page. Okay. Oh my goodness, we got a pile of people in here. Hello, friends. Nice. I bet you guys are sending it out to your friends, and I sure appreciate that. That means that you liked it. That means that you want help out the Beck family, and I appreciate it very, very much. So, okay, now here's a little bit smaller leaf. I'm going to do the same thing, maybe bend it that way and put it here, like that. Okay, so I'll glue it in. I'm just setting it there for now, just so that you can see, because we'll see how much time I have left here to do any more. But I want to show you how it all goes together, and then if we have time, I can add a couple of pretty little things for you. If we have time, I don't know. I really wanted to get this part done. Alright, and then let me just run it. I want that to go to the point, okay. And I'm going to run this glue around the edge again. Hold it down, break it off, and cut it all out. Yeah, I don't care for the paper on the outside edge of the, and I am cutting off the stem. I don't care for the paper on the outside edge of the paper wire. Okay, now we have another one that will go for this one. Sorry, I'm not looking at your comments. I'll get all tied up in what you're saying and I won't get my project done. Okay. I will look at them when we're all done. I'll clean this up and then sit down and read everything and answer any questions. Today it wasn't letting me like your comments. It wouldn't let me, there was no comment bubble, nothing for the last night's video. So I did for a while, and then when I curled up in the chair to watch a movie last night, I couldn't answer any, or today I couldn't answer any comments. Wouldn't even let me hit the like. There was no like button. I almost screenshot it and posted it to show you guys. There was nothing. It was just your comment and the next one and the next one. There was nothing for me to do. It was so weird. Okay, so I kind of want to position them a little bit differently. So let's get those glued in. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I think this is just something new, and I think you can have a lot of fun with it. You got to get the wire and some stamps. You need some large stamps. I got some butterflies. I got my fern leaves. I'm anxious to do a thing with that. But for now, we're just using the leaves. So there's that. And then let's do this one. I love that these are different than the pumpkins I've made before. Leaves. So cute. Hopefully they make it in shipping okay. Oh yeah, sweet. Okay, so there is that. And then, what are we? We're still good. So let's see if we can't, so let me show you what I'm gonna do for our auction. We have we have 15 minutes, so we're good shape. So I think I'm going to dress up these pumpkins just a bit more for you, but I want to show you, in case I run out of time, to talk about what we're going to do. So from my website, I have these 7-inch Henley containers, and it retails for $15 or $16. And then I have our wisteria wreaths, and so I thought we would put a wreath in the lift. I'm not going to mount these things so that when the holidays are over, or if you want to do a Christmas, or if you have a fall thing that you want to do yourself, or you want to put some beans in here and do your candles like I like to do. Those that follow me know what I mean. Okay, so we have the wreath, and then we'll put the large pumpkin up here like this. I would do the large up top. So I'll tip it a little bit because my phone's tipped. So there's that. And then I want to put in a second wreath down low because I love height, and varying heights are very interesting. So I'm doing a second wreath and then nesting the little pumpkin in below that. So we have this. So there you go. So this is what I'm going to be auctioning off here in just a bit. At 5 minutes till 8, I will start the auction. So let's decorate a little bit, okay? Do you guys love it? I love it. Thank you for sprinkling. Oh, thank you for sprinkling, Sherry. I appreciate that. Curvy girl. Okay, so I pulled out several vintage things to craft with. I didn't bring my whole tray because, oh my gosh, then I can get, like my mind can get carried away with too many options, and then I'm too slow and all that good stuff. So, okay, that one's not long enough. So now I'm using seam binding. This is another link that you might want. It's a vintage, it's called seam binding. It's a lace that is like a ribbon. It's the thinnest. I have tea stained this and wrinkled it. Working on another batch actually at home because I'm getting low on this color. But you can see it's got stains, and it's real thin, and it's a great crafting thing. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a bow like this with the binding. And, oh, it's a little bit long. Is this pumpkin a little, oh, they're about the same, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna tack this in, shave off the binding just a bit. I'm going to hot glue this down. Just the simplest little bow. When you crinkle it all up and make it cute like this, it makes all the difference. And then let me do the same thing over here to this one, because I do want them to be matching. Okay, so, okay, I just do I start with the loops. I just do the loop part. It's just like a tennis shoe without the first knot, okay? I'm so sorry I'm not reading if I was not just a regular on my page and not in this group, I would, we would chat a lot more. But, we gotta get our work done, right? We gotta get our work done. So, okay, so we'll chat another day. So tomorrow, I was planning on going live and showing you something that I got in the mail that I partnered with a company, and I got something in the mail, and I wanted to show you what I did, what I chose, what they made for me, and how I was going to display it. And then they sent me an extra a different one to change. So I'm excited about that, but I have to do it Friday. So I'll be on Friday at noon and show you that. And one is like something I use for every day, and one is going to be Christmas. So I'm gonna have all my Christmas stuff out Friday at noon. Well, Friday at noon, I'm not gonna do the Christmas part. I'm gonna show you everything, and then I'll come down, maybe give me an hour or so, and I'll come down and do the rest. So, okay, so now we just have the seam binding, and you can see how much it kind of warmed it up and changed it, and it really did warm it to me. It just gave it a little more texture, a little more interest. And so I have this old gear, but I think it's gonna be I don't know, that's awful cute. That's awful cute. I have an old pulley. I have some rhinestone stuff. I kind of like this rusty thing because this is so tattered and kind of primitive looking and vintage looking, and I don't want to affect the bow. I think I'm going to add this. It's just some sort of a gear. I don't even know what it is or where it came from, but it's rusty and good, and I'm going to use it. So I'm going to stick it right there. Okay, and then I have this little kind of a gear thing. I'm not sure where this came from either. My husband's toolbox, probably. Don't we all rate our husband's tools? There. So I offset it a little bit. So there's a couple of gears. Now you guys, I have made so many of these. You must go to YouTube. You just must, and look at Tammy Loves Vintage and type in pumpkins. And you will see all kinds of different pumpkins come up. Sometimes I do decide to rhinestone. Sometimes I don't. I wouldn't mind a little bead of something though. Look, look. See what happens when you just add, it's a nice mix of vintage. We have texture, we have earthy with the moss, we have the paper element, we have the wood element, we have rusty, and then to add a little bit of bling, just a touch. I almost wish that was a touch smaller, but it's all that I have laid out, so I'm gonna go with that, and we're gonna glue that right on top of the center of our bow. Okay. So there you go. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful, right? I think it's beautiful. So if you don't want to use the wreath, you wouldn't have to. You can just stand it. If you don't want to use the stand, just set your pumpkin. You're getting it all anyway. If somebody bids on it, hopefully somebody will bid on it. Okay, so then for this one, I have a hang down thing here I was thinking about, or I have this tree. I'm going with this. So I have this tag with a bunch of numbers on it. 32124 is what it says. I'm going to go with that. That's my favorite. I'm not even asking you guys this time. I'm just going to go. But we're in great shape for time. What do I have? I had 10 minutes before I can even start the auction. I should have asked you. Too late. I'm going anyway because I love it. I feel like the silver is enough of a glitter element that it's going to be great. Okay. It's always like, how do you attach this? So what I'm going to do is just do another bow loop. Like this. Cut it to be even. And I'm just going to glue it right on top of the other bow, and you'll never know it wasn't all part of it. I'm going to turn that just a little bit since I'm gluing it. Let's see here. Is that not the fanciest little Dollar Tree pumpkin you ever saw? Okay, so those of you that follow me see this hole right here in the other side of the tag. Not loving it. Let's fix it. So, in order to fix it, I need that glue to hold before I start fussing with it here. But I'm just going to add another bow. That's what I love about this seam binding. It's such a fine, thin ribbon. You can pretty much get it in all those little crevices like that, little holes, and I'm worried about pulling the glue out, so I'm just gonna try and work it through here till the glue dries. I put a pretty big clump on there. Hang on, we got time. Everybody okay? The frilly ribbon, this is just yarn. This is just yarn. I think that's what you're talking about. The frilly is yarn that come on a, Grandma used to make you unroll and she'd roll it into a ball like that. And then this stuff is the ribbon is called seam binding. And it's a very vintage thing. I'll put, oh, for Pete's sake, I'll cut that off. I'm having trouble getting it in there, but it's going to be worth it. I don't want that hole. I know it's a giveaway for me, but I don't like the hole. Okay, there we go. I'll cut that off. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tie a bow. I think I am just going to tie a knot and leave it real small, little teeny tiny tails like that. Yes. Okay. So here you go. So there, and you can see where I added the little, see that? How that's so much better than just a hole in the middle of your tag. And it was just a vintage tag that I found. So yeah, this is pretty soft. There's a little bit, I can feel a little bit of probably where the hot glue is gathered. Like I've got a, something sticking out right there. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to say it's hot glue. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to let you guys cut it, whoever gets it, if you want to. You can't see it. I can just feel a little nubbin. I can feel a little thingy there. I don't like it. But I probably wouldn't cut it off if it were mine, so I'm not going to cut it off for you. You guys can cut it off yourself if it bothers you. So there you go. I'm happy. I'm so happy with it. Yay! Whew! We did it. So we made the pumpkin craft. We made the leaf craft. We made a different pumpkin craft. So here it is without the greenery. I wish, okay, so let me put my phone up. Let me get you squared again. You're not looking at all my junk. So, okay, so there is how it will set on your table, but I want to add what I would do at my house, which is the greenery, because I think the greenery just adds texture and a little bit of warmth and some interest, and I love a little greenery. And I have tons of this stuff on my website, so you guys can check it out, TammyLovesVintage.com. But there you go. So this is what I would do. If you just sit it on your table just like this, it will be beautiful and you will be ready for Thanksgiving. If you want to add a table runner or a dough bowl or a tray, not really, what did that say? Not really, it is seam binding. Oh, you guys have to be talking about the seam bindings. Okay, yeah, I can post that for you. Yeah, when you feel a bump in your dog or cat. Yeah, it wasn't there, so I'm sure it's probably just a cluster of glue, or it's not where the tag was from the pumpkin. I don't know. I'm going to snip it. Somebody's going to get it and say, I have a defective. Yeah, feel it? Hear it? There, I got it. I don't think you're going to, yeah, you can't tell where. Oh, I still feel another one. Well, poo. Anyway, there you go. This is what we have. We have about 4 minutes before we can start the auction. So I would tell you to be thinking about what you want to bid if you're interested in it. The way this will work is, I don't do auctions very often, so it's Tammy Loves Vintage. It's the name of my page, TammyLovesVintage.com. Easy. The biggest thing to know is T-A-M-I. Tammy, T-A-M-I. I'm going to I'll watch, I guess I need to watch my watch. At 7:55, I will say start, and you guys can enter a bid. I'm not even going to, I mean, if somebody puts $1 and nobody else bids, you get it for $1. It's whatever the bids go for. I'm not going to do a starting bid. I can tell you that the wreaths retail on my website for $21 a piece. So that's 20, 30, 40. This is 55. Just for the 3 pieces plus the pumpkins and all of the treasures on them. So it really is, I think it's a really nice bundle for you, for someone, but we'll see what you guys think. And so I'll say start at 7:55, and then you guys put in whatever. Oh, thank you, Tammy, for putting that. I appreciate you, friend. If it doesn't work, it's because there's a capital T. It might not work because of the capital T. So no dollar signs, Sherry's right. No dollar signs, no decimals, no nothing like that. Just put a number. So let's say you want to give $5, just put a 5. Or if you want $50, say 50, and that's it. And if we can try to not comment too much during the bidding part of it, that would be great. And then I pay for the shipping, Mary. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. You'll just have whatever amount you put in will be what you get it, and I will pay for shipping. So whatever it is to ship all of this to you will be on me. And I'm a little bit worried about the paper leaves, like hoping that they make it in the packing, but I think the wires on them will help. So let's see, what time is it here? Daggone, I've got 1 minute. How perfect. So, okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say stop at the 3 minute, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes, and at the 3 minute mark, I'm gonna type in the word stop in my comments, and when I see it, that will cover any lag, because I do a lot of live sales, and I know that sometimes there's a lag. So I wanna give you guys that might be a late bidder, I want all of them to come through before it's over. So when I see the 3 minute mark, I'm gonna hit stop. I'm gonna type in stop, and then you guys can know that the last number that I see will be the one. Okay. Oh, the link is in the top in the comments. I can send it to you, and then you'll have to send me a picture of your payment, a screenshot of your payment, or you know, so that I have the proof, because I have to send that to Sherry that has the group, the Crafty Creators Community. I have to send it to her, your GoFundMe payment. So there's a link in the description, so we'll be good. Okay, so let's see here, 7:55, so we will start. So if anyone is interested, you have 3 minutes to bid. No dollar signs and no decimal points, nothing like that. Just enter a number. If you are interested, you would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. All 5 things that you see here. The pumpkins all decorate. Oops, I've got that to the side a little bit. So the pumpkins, there's a close-up of the pumpkins. And yes, you would pay through the GoFundMe. Oh my gosh, Cindy. Cindy Vogan started out at $100. I hope that's not $1. I did say you could start with $1, but we are at 100. It says 100, so we are at $100 for Cindy Vogan right out of the gate. Boom! And there's another $100 for Cheryl Smith, so she will be the backup if the first bidder backs out. But we are at $100 for the 2 pumpkins, 2 wreaths, and the candle stand. Terry Reno is at $125, and now so you guys can see hopefully what you're bidding on. I'm going to start watching here. We're at $125, 60, so at 58 I have to write stop. So let me do this. So we are at $125 for Terry Reno right now. 125. I see another 125, but Terry Reno has it right now at 125. I need to get my piece of paper here. So, oh, this is kind of exciting. 120. Oh, there's 140 for Tambra. Tambra Childress is 140. Oh, there's 150. Jamie, did I miss? Okay, no. Jeannie Scott Oliver at 150. Jeannie Scott Oliver is at 150. We have about 1 more minute. We're at 150. For all 5 pieces, you get the 2 wreaths, the candlesticks, and the 2 pumpkins. We already have a 150, or no, we don't. Yes, we do, 150. I didn't write that down. I already have a 150. It is for the Beck family who lost their daughter, and it is to help pay with funeral expenses. 155 Tambra for her daughter, and then if there's any left over, you know, I'm sure they will have to use some of it for just miscellaneous expense, but you know, there's a lot of you know, you buy dinner and all of that for everyone to come over, and then it also goes to they just are saying funeral expenses, and then it will go to her daughters, so it would be the, oh my gosh, there's $200. It will go to the oh, and it's stop right, 55, 60, yeah, stop. Okay, stop. So I'm going to type in STOP, and then as soon as oh, there it is. I don't have a lag. I see it already. So $200, Jeannie Scott Oliver. Let me see what you look like. And then, so once you go to the link and you pay, just screenshot that and send it to me, and I will. And I don't know that you've ordered from me, Jeannie. I'm not sure I recognize your name. So you'll have to be sure you message me your email or your mailing address so that I know where to send it, and I can send it out as early as tomorrow morning if you have your payment in and I get your address from you. So just screenshot your payment picture, and that is at the top of the page, and we have 1 minute to say goodbye. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. Oh, Mary White, I missed you just by a little bit, and I'm so sorry. We missed you just by a half a hair. But yeah, I did type in the stop, and you are 1, 2, 3 messages from the stop. So I'm so sorry. You got in you just barely missed it. So thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try and make some pumpkins yourself for your own Thanksgiving table, and lots of prayers for Beth and Randy and for the Beck family, and may their sweet, sweet Ashley rest in peace. And thank you for letting me be a part of this event. Have a great evening, you guys. Thanks for your support. Bye-bye.